Well, here we are back out on Dartmoor. Got a beautiful sunny day. It's cool. There's some snow on the ground. Not a huge amount though, just a bit. It's been a couple of months, I think, since I was last out here. I've been a bit tied up on some travels overseas, and I've got some plantar fasciitis or something in the left foot, which is giving me a bit of jip, but it's not too bad. So I thought I'd just come out and have a bit of a walk and a camp back down here again while the going's good. I just wanted to thank a couple of people who messaged me over the last sort of couple of weeks asking where I am and am I okay, which I have to say I thought was very nice. The rest of you miserable sods, not in the least bit interested, probably rubbing your hands with glee thinking, thank God he's finally finished that stupid camping lark. We can actually watch something sensible on YouTube and the TV. But unfortunately for you all, I'm still alive and kicking, and so back out here again for another camp. So I've obviously got Lassie with me somewhere or other, running around in the snow. Keep her somewhat centered. So we'll carry on walking, and then I'll do a bit more talking. Walking and talking. Poetry now. So I'll catch you all in a minute. Yeah, you can definitely tell I'm back again. Well, I just stopped off here to film Lassie playing in the snow. I think she must think she's an Arctic fox or something like that. Anyway, we've got some real English snow here. None of that sort of none of that foreign stuff. This is proper snow here. So Hangtor is that way, which we've just been, and that's, I think, is Wild Tor up in that direction. Right, well, up here we have, this is Wild Tor. And that is Wharton Tor over there. Right on the horizon, which you probably can't really see, is Kestor. Hound Tor, of course, is just down there. That's Steepleton Tor. I think you've got Raw Tor or Row Tor on the horizon over there. East Mill Tor, I think, is this one just there, and then the one on the horizon in the middle, that's Yes Tor, and Yes Tor is of course the highest point on Dartmoor. Indeed, it's the highest point in the south of England, I think. So far the foot is hanging on. The foot hasn't fallen off yet. It's still there. So the foot's doing okay. Human beings. First, well, I did see 3 people a little earlier, but a little distance away. Looks like there's another 2 hardy bods out here. I have to say it is an absolutely stunningly gorgeous, beautiful day. Perfect for walking in this. Right, well it's 8 o'clock at night. I've had something to eat and watched a film. I'll just quickly show you around camp here. There's a huge amount to see, so I've left the door open as I usually do. I tend to leave the door open wherever possible, so you probably won't see the stars, but you can see the stars outside. Yeah, at the moment the temperature is -2.5. I've put a bed out for Lassie. As you can see, she's got a waterproof bed, a warm mat, a small towel, and she's decided to fall asleep to the side of it as usual. Down here, that's my pillow, gloves which I've been wearing on and off during the day. It wasn't too cold walking. I mean, it was cold, but I did warm up walking. So that's just some gloves that I was wearing for walking. And it looks a bit of a mess back there, but I think it's actually a lot worse. Looks worse than it really is. My boots, which are the Innovate 286, I've put inside a stuff sack inside the pack with my trousers over the top. Really, hopefully that will stop them from freezing, because I've had frozen shoes before now, and that's not much fun trying to get those on. So hopefully by putting my boots inside a stuff sack inside the pack, that will keep them from freezing. I've still got a spare jumper, if needed. I've got 4 layers on wearing. Yeah, so I'm wearing 4 layers. I've got a merino base layer t-shirt, a merino long sleeve top. I've got my Paramo coat on, and then a down jacket on top of that, which is what I'm wearing here. And then obviously inside a very, very warm sleeping bag. And it's just about comfortable, I have to say. I am very, very comfortable. I wouldn't want any less. I don't think. But it is fine. I've got, let's say what I've eaten. I've had a boiling bag meal, which was under there, another fusion meal. I've had a couple of cup of soups and a cup of tea. So obviously that's a cup for my tea, cooking pot there. Lassie has had her food, and of course I've put water out for Lassie, just out of curiosity. If I grab my spoon, that's Lassie's water, and you can, I don't know how well that is showing, but it's freezing on the top. She's obviously got some food left which she can eat later or in the morning, and then she's got plenty more food there. I might actually do up some custard. I did bring some custard powder and dried milk in there. Just mix that up. So I might have some custard in a minute. But Oh, and then I've put obviously water in this platypus water tank. There's 4 litres of water in there. Won't need all that. And I just put a towel over the top just to try and protect that. But that there's a lot of water in there, so that probably, hopefully, won't freeze. Famous last words. But now I have to say it's definitely cold, but very, very comfortable in here. This is obviously my sleeping mat. It's a Thermarest Neo Air, and that obviously gives protection from the ground and is comfortable. I measured the walk on View Ranger. I think in the end I started at around about noon and I got here at around about 5 o'clock. So it's obviously a 5-hour walking, pretty much non-stop. Stopped a couple of times, but really only briefly. View Ranger measured the distance at about, from memory, about 18 kilometers. The first 4, okay, being realistic, the first 3.5 hours I was fine on my foot. The next half hour I was starting to feel the plantar fasciitis. I was starting to feel it after 3.5 hours, and then the last hour, that's when it was tender. As I say, I could feel it. It wasn't really slowing me down much, but it was just a little bit tender. I had it really bad a few weeks ago, and I've had it for about 2 months now, 2.5 months. Mostly, I have to say, it's pretty mild, really. It's not that debilitating. It is just very, very annoying and frustrating. But as I say, for coming around here, as I say, for 5 hours, apart from the last hour where it was a bit tender, it wasn't really too bad. Just a quick update on future plans, because obviously I know some people that look out for my videos and things like that. It's probably going to be either unfortunately or fortunately for you, depending which way you look at it, I may not get back out filming and camping until May. I've got a few overseas dates to enjoy in the meantime. I will be back, so don't panic or worry about whether I've been eaten by the beast of Dartmoor or swallowed up by a bog or something like that. I will be back, but just excuse any disappearing acts for the moment. Interfering with my dessert. Oh, good morning. It's a chilly, frosty, very, very heavy frost last night. The temperature went down to about -2 degrees, so it wasn't exactly Arctic conditions, but it was still pretty chilly for the south of England, I have to say. But we were reasonably warm and comfortable. I got a bit cold during the night, but I still had a down jacket. I don't know about other people, but I always get too lazy. I was getting a bit cold, and I had a down jacket out here that I could have put on, and a jumper. It's the trouble when it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, you just can't be bothered to put something else on, which is a bit stupid, really. But anyway, I was very comfortable. I slept very well. So comfortable and slept well. As I say, it was a bit cool for a little while, but not too bad. Lassie is she's shaken her. I put a towel on her, but she's shaken that off, and she's got a bed, but she's still deciding to sleep off it. I've made some porridge, which I've got in here. I bought these sachets here, so golden syrup flavour and strawberry jam flavour. They're very nice. So I've mixed those two in, and I've mixed in a little bit of powdered milk as well. I've had 1 cup of tea. One interesting thing is I've got my power pack and phone. I don't know if it's because of the freezing temperatures, but the power pack's not putting any power into the phone. So that's probably due to the temperature, is my guess. But the car is literally just, 15 minutes away, so that doesn't matter. But that's just something to bear in mind if you're out in the cold a long way away and you need extra power. But no, it was a really nice night. Quickly show you. Of course, leaving the door open, I did get some frost on the end of the sleeping bag there. Not as much as I was expecting, to be honest. I thought I'd get frost up here with that door open, but it just seems to be at its worst down there. I'll just show you out here. I've never actually camped inside a stone circle before, and going by yesterday when I got here and last night, indeed at about 7 o'clock, which was about an hour after it was dark, I had people coming down here, and when I got here at about 5 o'clock there were people milling around, probably praying to the druids or whatever it is people do around stone circles. But anyway, I think camping in a stone circle, certainly near where you can park, probably isn't the wisest thing. As I normally camp down by the river, but it was a bit damp underfoot. In the end, I probably would have been just as well off camping down there anyway, because the ground would have frozen pretty quickly, so I don't think it would have really mattered that it was a bit damp. So I probably should have just camped down where I normally do. But it's a little bit different, so it's come up here and see if we got beamed up by Scotty in this stone circle, but we didn't. We're still here. So anyway, I'm going to have my breakfast before it freezes. Well, that was a wonderful camp. Really enjoyed that. So, as I say, until I'm back out here again, I'll see you soon.